Building an open agentic internet. Readable, discoverable, callable, and payable. Agents are a new kind of visitor. They don't render CSS or click ads, but they have a paying human on the other end. Block them and you block your customer. We're building the open tools and protocols so publishers and agents can cooperate and not collide. Agents are a new kind of visitor. They don't render CSS or click ads, but they have a paying human on the other end. Block them and you block your customer. We're building the open tools and protocols so publishers and agents can cooperate and not collide. Use the update as a starting point. Verify the original source. Compare alternatives and test on a small scale before committing significant time or money. Open the original source and confirm the current terms. Write down the skill, cost, and time required before starting. Start with a small test and track real results. Source. Cloudflare blog. View original source. This page is a curated explanation, not a copy of the source article and not a guarantee of income. Turn the idea into a small test. Define one useful outcome, one person or customer who needs it, and one simple way to deliver it. Start with a small scope so you can measure the time, cost, and result before trying to scale. Keep notes on what actually happens instead of relying on income screenshots or promises. Before spending money, verify the current rules on the original platform. Check eligibility, fees, payment methods, country restrictions, account requirements, and any policy that affects monetization. Rules change, so use the linked source as a starting point and confirm the latest details yourself. Watch for common mistakes: trying too many methods at once, buying tools before you have a real use case, copying other people's work, and expecting guaranteed earnings. A stronger approach is to build one skill, create proof of work, collect feedback, and improve the offer based on real results. Use a simple weekly scorecard. Track hours spent learning, useful work completed, outreach or applications sent, replies, conversions, costs, and actual revenue. This makes it easier to see which activity is producing value and which activity should be changed or stopped. For the next 7 days, choose one concrete action from this guide and finish it. For the next 30 days, repeat the useful actions consistently and review the numbers every week. Keep the experiment affordable, protect your accounts, and focus on skills and systems that remain useful even if a platform changes. Here is a practical example for building an open agentic internet. Readable, discoverable, callable, and payable. Start with the smallest version of the idea that can produce a measurable result. Write down who the result is for, what problem you are solving, what you will deliver, how long you expect the work to take, and what success will look like. Then complete one small test before spending more money or adding more tools. Record the real outcome, including time, cost, replies, conversions, and revenue. Use those numbers to decide what to improve next instead of copying screenshots or promises from someone else. Turn building an open agentic internet, readable, discoverable, callable, and payable into a simple step-by-step workflow. First, choose one clear goal. Second, collect only the tools and information required for that goal. Third, produce a small piece of work or a small offer that another person can actually review. Fourth, ask for useful feedback and fix the biggest problem. Fifth, repeat the process using the same checklist. A repeatable workflow is more valuable than jumping between many methods because it lets you compare results from week to week and understand which action is creating progress. Quality matters more than volume when you work on building an open agentic internet, readable, discoverable, callable, and payable. Before publishing, sending, selling, or applying, review the result from the other person's point of view. Make the promise clear, remove unnecessary steps, test every link, check important claims against the original source, and make sure the final output solves the problem you said it would solve. If a task can be explained in one clear sentence, the user is more likely to understand it. Keep a small quality checklist and use it every time so improvement does not depend on memory. Before spending money on building an open agentic internet, readable, discoverable, callable, and payable, verify the current rules on their original platform. Check eligibility, account requirements, fees, payment methods, country restrictions, withdrawal rules, monetization policies, and any limits that affect your plan. Platform policies can change, so an old tutorial may no longer be accurate. Save the official help page or policy page that supports the important step. If the rule is unclear, treat the claim as unverified until you can confirm it from a reliable source. This simple habit can prevent wasted work and account problems later. Protect your accounts and money while working on building an open agentic internet, readable, discoverable, callable, and payable. Use unique passwords and two-factor authentication where available. Use official payment channels. Verify domains before signing in. And never send one-time passwords or account recovery codes to another person. Be careful when someone creates urgency around a payment, asks you to install unknown software, or promises guaranteed earnings. If an opportunity requires money before you can understand the work, pause and research it. A legitimate opportunity should still make sense after you verify the company, the payment process, and the expected work. Use a weekly scorecard for building an open agentic internet. Readable, discoverable, callable, and payable. Track the hours you spent learning, useful work completed, outreach or applications sent, replies received, conversions, costs, refunds, and actual revenue. Do not measure success only by views or followers if the goal is income. Choose a few numbers that connect directly to the result you want. At the end of each week, compare the numbers with the previous week and change only one or two things. This makes it easier to learn what is working and prevents random changes from hiding the real cause of improvement. When you compare different ways to approach building an open agentic internet, readable, discoverable, callable, and payable, use the same criteria for each option. Compare startup cost, time to learn, time to first result, platform risk, competition, payment access, recurring expenses, and the skills you keep even if the platform changes. The easiest option is not always the best long-term option. A method that teaches a transferable skill can be more valuable than a short trend. Choose the option that fits your available time, budget, equipment, language, and current skill level rather than choosing only because someone showed a large income number. A useful 30-day plan for building an open agentic internet, readable, discoverable, callable, and payable is to split the month into 4 small stages. During week 1, learn the basic workflow and collect reliable sources. During week 2, create a small portfolio, sample, channel, page, or offer. During week 3, publish, apply, contact potential customers, or test distribution consistently. During week 4, review the numbers and improve the strongest result. Keep the budget small until the process produces evidence. The goal of the first month is not guaranteed income. The goal is to build a process you understand well enough to repeat and improve. If building an open agentic internet, readable, discoverable, callable, and payable is not producing results, troubleshoot the process instead of immediately abandoning it. Check whether the offer is clear, whether the right people are seeing it, whether the proof of work is strong enough, whether your price matches the value, and whether you are doing enough consistent outreach or publishing. Look for the first step where people stop responding. Fix that step, test again, and compare the result. Small controlled changes provide better information than replacing the entire plan every few days. Check the original sources and platform rules before you act. Track your real results, avoid guaranteed income claims, and improve one step at a time.